Hi, this is Latricia Pugh Griffin with Pugh Financial Coaching, helping you make better financial decisions daily. And we are back for another devotional, and we're coming out of the book of Proverbs today. And this is Proverbs chapter 4. And it reads, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Keep your mouth free of perversity. Keep corrupt talk far from your lips. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the path for your feet and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or to the left. Keep your foot from evil." So Solomon is continuing this conversation of how valuable wisdom is. And he says all these things in chapter 4 about how important it is to keep wisdom first, to make it the main thing. And then he concludes this chapter with saying, above all else, which is a phrase of saying, if you don't remember anything else, remember this. And the remember this that he wants you to remember is to guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So when he's saying guard your heart, be careful of what you have, what you are doing, because it's a representation of the wisdom that you are accepting in your life. Now, work with me. We must remember that what we do with our time, what we do with our resources is a representation of not only what we believe in, but what we're choosing to act upon. Because there are a lot of things that we know, but that's not necessarily the things that we do. For example, I know what murder is, but I have no intentions of murdering anyone. So I'm not believing that murder is something that I should do. Now, murder is a really big thing. So you can make it as simple as stealing, as lying. If you don't believe in these things, then these are things that you should not do, which leads to the next verse. Keep your mouth free of perversity. Keep corrupt talk far from your lips. So when we're looking at perversity, that is the gossip, the lying, and we are not to do those things that will be detrimental, not only to ourselves, but to others. So are you the person who is speaking ill towards others? If you're doing that, then that is perverse talk. And so we should speak life, not death, into ourselves or to the people who are around us. Now, going back to this verse, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Now, I am a huge proponent of Matthew chapter 6, which talks about where your treasure is, your heart is also. So what we do in our lives is a representation of where our heart is, where our focus is. So what you do with your time, what you do with your resources, is going to represent the wisdom that you are choosing to use in your life. And so we must keep this in mind when it comes to our finances, because if we're trusting to do this thing God's way, then that requires us to be of high regard. That means that we are to have a higher standard of how we approach things than what the world does. Because the world will say, get everything that you want, no matter what the cost. But God's word says that you can have the things that you want, but you have to do it the right way. I'll provide you provision, but I'm not going to do this at the cost of hurting others. I'm not going to do this at the cost of cheating. So you want to make sure that you are doing these things that are good in God's eyesight, not just your eyesight. Now, there will be distractions, hence the reason why we want to make sure we do not turn from the right or to the left and keep our foot from evil. And so even when these things come, we should keep the main thing the main thing. What should we be focusing on? Continue to make the good decisions. Continue to do the right things, because all these things will pay off, because wisdom is truly the thing that we need to keep in our lives. I hope you've enjoyed today's devotional. And if you have enjoyed, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and follow Pew Financial Coaching so that you will be able to see the upcoming devotionals or anything that's related to our business. It's been a pleasure. And as always, continue to make the better decisions, the financial decisions daily, so your family can reach that financial freedom and so you can reach that financial freedom. And I will talk to you next time.